Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Those of you who don't know me, my name is Naomi Star. I thought I'd do a little live today because I don't always do them, but I do enjoy doing them, and I thought I'd tell you a little bit, tiny little bit about me and my dancing and just a little bit about me. I'll start first with my dancing style. Okay, so my dancing style I've been creating for about 4 years, and I have started off on my thing called Feet Up, the thing that goes upside down. I've always loved dancing, like as in nightclub dancing, like woo, woo, woo. Love it, still do. Go out all the time, love it, love, love, love dancing. But my dance style, I actually am very stationary. I'm on the one spot most of the time. So, and my legs, I concentrate, are very, very, very close together. So, like I dance with my legs very close together. They do go apart, but they're evenly apart. And my moves are like extreme, like, but very, very even and tidy. So I focus on that. I focus on, like, during the day, working on keeping my legs really, really tight together, keeping my buttocks squeezed in and my waist pulled back, because that gives me muscle memory for when I go out and I dance on the one spot. The reason why I dance on the one spot is because of my grandfather. My grandfather actually, he had a lot to do with me in my life, and he always said anyone can entertain by running all over the stage and being everywhere. It's easy, that's like crazy, but not everyone can entertain on the one spot without moving. Now, his example of that was Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra could just stand in the middle of the stage with a spotlight on him and barely move and entertain everyone. And my mother was a professional ballerina, and I went to a tap dance show not long ago with her, and she said, oh, the best dancer on there is the one with his feet closest together, you know, that was tapping and he was able to keep his feet close together. So I just made a mental note of that and what my grandfather said, and it's completely true. Like, if you can entertain in a little tiny spot and not take up too much space, yet take up volumes, then you can entertain. So I concentrate on dancing in the smallest amount of space that I can take. And I'd even take it further when I go into the sauna. I do yoga in the sauna, and sometimes it's like absolutely full of people. So I take up the smallest amount of space and do the most difficult things without touching or knocking anyone. So it's like a skill. If you can take up very little space but take up volumes, then you're doing well. So I have to say hello to Adventure Kitty, hello, and Rahama Nazari. I'm subscribed. Thank you, Rahama. That's really nice. Welcome to my channel, you beautiful person. You are completely welcome here. This is a very safe space. King, how is King? is in the house. Hello, and epics on high. Hello to you, King. I am very good. So I'm just wanting to tell you all a little bit about myself. I just told you about my dancing. If anyone has questions, ask them. I can't answer them all at once, but ask me now. So I told you about my dancing, like why I have my dancing style. I concentrate on being on the one spot. King just said I'm beautiful. That's so sweet. That's very nice. I love it. Who doesn't like a little bit of like, oh, like flirtingness? Like, it's just so much fun and it's so like, I really like it. So thank you, King. It's just really, it makes you feel like foxy, like a little foxy kitten. And it really does. Someone just said, oh no, I thought he said hold my doodle, but he didn't. He said hello. And Jacob Bags, hi. So many. But somebody asked me a question. I'll talk a little bit. So I'll talk about okay, so before I started dancing, I was very, very, very sick, like very sick. It was like 51 kilos. So I'm 62 kilos now. So that's a very, very big difference. Like 51, I was like painfully sick and just, I couldn't leave the house. I became very like, I was traumatized. I had a very bad trauma in my life, but I got really sick and I didn't want to leave the house because I was like really, really scared of somebody hurting me or someone being mean to me because I'm different. We're all different, but I like stand out. Like sometimes I stand out a little bit, and that sometimes attracts people to be mean to you. So I've had some really people be some very, very mean to me through my life, but I just couldn't I just couldn't. I couldn't stay in the house anymore. I couldn't. And I was going on my feet up upside down and I was making these most outrageous outfits because I can sew and everything. Every night I would make one. And then I would go and I decided one day I'm going to go down to Cronulla and do my upside down thing in a pretty dress outdoors. I thought I was going to get fucking shot, killed, murdered. I felt just so stressed out. I thought, oh my God, like this is terrifying because it's so typical of me. I don't just go out of the house. I go out of the house in an outrageous outfit and go upside down. It's like putting yourself into the deep. But I did. And when I got up, nobody was throwing eggs at me. Nobody was like, I couldn't believe it. I was still alive. And then that was the fucking moment. That was the moment when I was like, fucking game on. I am back. And I went full throttle. People were mean to me 100% because I was going out in crazy things. But then I was using their fucking nastiness, right? I was living off it. I was feeding off it. Every time someone was nasty to me, it'd fucking make me challenge it and go back more and more and more and more and more. Now I am like flying high and no one can fucking touch me, be mean to me or anything because you can't. So hang on, I'm going to read Snowy. They wouldn't throw eggs. They're too expensive. Eggs, well, I don't eat eggs because I don't eat any animals. That's the point. Bro, she's fried. No, I'm not fried. I think fried means I'm on drugs, but I'm actually not. No, I'm not on drugs. Like, hello, like seriously, do you think I could do what I do? Like, Um, I'm exercising like fucking 8 hours a day. I am full on. And people think because you're a little bit like outrageous or something, or doing something really fucking out of this planet, that you're on drugs. But it's the opposite. You're doing it because you're fucking working really hard at it. You're working really, really hard at it. And you entertain people that are more than likely taking drugs because you fucking bring them to that fucking level. You know, they love it. Everybody loves to feel good. No one can exercise for 8 hours. That's bullshit. People can exercise longer than 8 hours. Are you serious, man? Like, come off it. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Like, fuck. You, seriously, mate, you shouldn't have capital letters in your name because you more than likely need to lose weight. Please tell me how to do it for 8 hours a day, please. 8 hours a day. Okay, well, it starts off with doing half an hour a day. Then you do 35 minutes a day. Then you do an hour a day. And then it just so on and on and on and on and on. Every single thing you do, every single thing you do it as an exercise. If you're putting the clothes out on the line, squat down to get your pegs every time. Every single time you're getting a peg, squat down on the ground. This is my job. So I do dance all day. I'm a professional dancer. So that is what I do. Truly. It's really it's the truth. Like, it's just baby steps, just one thing at a time. Like, as if I could do this like when I was really sick. It's just I couldn't have. But I hit rock bottom and then I worked my way up. You work your way up. I've never done a yoga class in my life, ever. Ever. But I started stretching, like putting my hands completely together, taking them to the sky, and then I thought doing that, and then I bring my shoulders back and I stretch and I take down here and I take down there, and then I'm there. I taught myself just by starting and keeping everything even. You gotta have good form in sport. In sport, you have to have good form. Speed will come later, right? But you have to have good form. Snowy asked me, am I a vegan? I am 100% a vegan. I have got, they're not behind me, but some of them are. This one is rhubarb. I grow all my vegetables out on my balcony, all of it, and except for like potatoes and pumpkin and stuff. But I've got all the salads, everything, and I eat just salad and vegetables all day. I don't buy any processed food at all. It can get fucked. Like, every single aisle in Woolworths or Coles or wherever you go, I don't know, every single aisle is full of shit. Even the healthy aisle. That healthy aisle. I am just getting these gorgeous little things here. Right, every single aisle is full of shit. Full of sugar, full of fat, full of preservatives, full of MSG, full of everything. It is absolute bullshit. And you go down the healthy aisle for like, vegan chocolate, $10 a chocolate. I don't think so. No way. I want to work on my dreams, right? Every time you go to Woolworths, this is the truth. Every time you go to Woolworths or Coles or anyone and you're forking out your money on their shit, right? You're paying for their dream. You're paying for the boss's dream, right? He's got a dream of going on a holiday. He's got a dream, right? Every packet of chips, every chocolate, everything, right? You are paying for that company's dream. You should put that money in your pocket, right? and go and search for your dream, right? All that money, you can go with all that money and get your dream. You might want to be a drummer. You go out and buy a fucking drum. Anything. Don't buy coffee when you go out. Buy a thermos. Mix up nice coffee. I don't drink coffee, but if you do, drink it and fucking go out, have your coffee. Coffee shops suck ass. They truly do. You're wasting your time waiting there first, right? That's time consuming. That's anxiety plus. You're waiting behind some bogan that is, it's just bullshit. You have to mix with people that are just standing there waiting for a fucking coffee. Sorry, Snowy. Snowy said he works at a coffee shop. It's the truth though. Like, it's unfortunate that Australia only has two really jobs in this country, and that is like the gym, working at a gym, or a supermarket or a coffee shop. Three, there you go. I mean, there are other jobs, of course, but we don't have like factories or anything like that that manufacture big stuff. We manufacture our stuff overseas, so all we've got is coffee shops fucking everywhere and gyms. Why would you go to a gym? You can use all the outdoor gyms everywhere. There's awesome ones down at Cronulla, amazing outdoor gyms at Cronulla. You get to like exercise around cool people. People in the gyms, they're not really that cool. It's just sucks, man. You just get in there and it's foul and stinky, and you standing on and running on a treadmill and picking up weights that are just like perfectly even. That's stupid. Go and lift a rock out in the ocean. You do some crazy stuff like climb on rocks and look, a tradie, they don't even need to work tradies because they're working really hard. That's incidental exercise. Why would you go to a fucking gym if you're a tradie? Tradies work really, really hard. So you don't need to. There's certain people that just don't need to go and do exercise after they what does WYD mean? I don't know. I don't know what WYD means. Snowy said, yeah, why WYD. He'll tell me in a minute. But there's so many things I can teach you, but like, work on your own dreams. Every time you go to these places, right, and pay for coffee, pay for gym memberships, and buy junk food, you're buying someone else's dream. You add all that up and you can buy your own dream and work on your own dream. Honestly, it's a fucking vicious cycle. You work really hard, and at the end of the week, you've hardly got any money left because you've done all those silly things, that just last for 2 seconds, like, chocolate or chips or garbage food, whatever. Don't do it. And if you're going to go anywhere, get a coffee from McDonald's. Seriously, they're a friendly restaurant, and you can top it up again. I don't drink coffee, but my mum, I take her there, and the bathrooms are clean, and you can also get a hash brown. I do like a hash brown. That's my one naughty thing. I have a hash brown because they're vegan, and do you know what else is vegan? They're apple pies. Their apple pies are vegan, so that's really good. So, but isn't that crazy? Like, I don't eat junk food, but I go to McDonald's with my mom and get that because it's friendly. Like, they're friendly there, and I don't know, you can sit in a sunny area, and you got to choose your McDonald's though, because there's some shitty ones around. So, but that's all really. I don't really know what else to say. Talk about my budgies. I've got my two budgies, Billy and Barbie. They're named after Billy Idol, and Barbie after the Barbie movie and Billie Eilish, and that's Billy. It's really cool, Billy and Barbie anyway. So, yeah, so I've got two budgies. But yeah, that's all really. Like, I dance and exercise all day, and this is my job, and I actually really enjoy doing these lives, and hopefully motivating you to go and achieve your dream goal, and not to be frightened or scared if people think you're a little bit, you know, off the planet or different or something, because I tell you what, you'd much rather people think you're a bit off the planet and strange than think you're normal. That's very boring. That is very boring. Like, just boring. Like, you know, seriously, no. You want, you want to be a little bit out there, because that's who you are. We're like, we all have these little crazy ways. Don't hide them. Don't hide them, because if you hide them and you fake who you are because you pretend, or don't do that because people might think you whatever, you hide that and it'll bite you in the ass. It's not worth it. It's truly not worth it. So anyway, namaste from me. Do you like my ring? Isn't it awesome? I don't always wear it. I got it for my 50th. My mum bought it for me. It's a Swarovski. I can't say that word. But it's like, it's brutal. It's brutal. Like, it's brutal. Absolutely fucking brutal. If that hits someone, that would really do some damage. Like, because it's done some damage to me. It's brutal. Anyway, you have a really beautiful night, Snowy. And let me go back up here, and Carl, and I saw King. I want to say, okay, good night to you, King. It's always really lovely to see you and flirt with you. And I shall see you all very, very soon.